What is this now? I keep going deeper, and there keeps being more problems. Who hurt you, baby? Is your pilot mean to you? They must be a real jerk to treat you so roughly. And a slob, too. I mean, that cockpit? I should be paid more every time I have to clean out a pilot's trash, I swear. Huh. Is that the footsteps of this plane's pilot I hear? It's about time you showed up. Just because you're getting a break doesn't mean you should just walk away from your multi-million-dollar machine. Especially one in a condition such as this. Yeah, under here. I'm afraid you're going to have to talk to a pair of legs for now. You getting a look at my pretty face is going to have to hold on a moment longer. But don't worry, we're going to have a reckoning real soon. There's a lot of work to be done in the undercarriage. Seriously though, it's gristly down here. What did you do? Land this thing on a gravel road? Repeatedly? Your panel's fasteners are all chewed up. And these tire wear patterns? Just awful. You know the runway is several thousand feet long, right? You don't have to touch down like you're trying to crater it. Your intakes were choked with dirt before I took the compressor wash to them. I know how to deal with dents. It's pretty much a huge chunk of my job, in fact. But this is on another level. The engine's fine somehow. I'd consider that a miracle with the rest of the wear and tear you've put on this thing. This is a high-quality machine, and you're treating it like it's disposable. I bet you think you're a real hotshot ace pilot, don't you? Doesn't matter what to do with this thing, as long as you come back and the bad guys don't, right? Never mind the hanger wench who has to put the thing back together at the end of every excursion. What's your call sign, pilot? Don't tell me you actually picked that yourself. Be honest, did your wingmate stick you with that? It's so lame. Sure. Us mechanics don't get handles, cool or not. Nope, we just get a jumpsuit and a wrench. And the pleasure to work with you pilots, of course. You heard me about how rough you treat this thing, right? I want you to promise me you won't take those landings so hard in the future. What's the rush anyway, huh? You got a girl waiting for you off base you just can't wait to get back to? Is that why you have to skid across the ground while still going Mach 1? I'm just teasing you. Mostly. Still, I found enough crumbs in your cockpit to support a small ecosystem. And the coffee cups. How do you even drink that stuff while flying without having it go everywhere? I'm almost done down here. Let me just attach that, scrub that down, refit this. Good enough for now. This section at least. Still gotta work on the actual avionics. You keep cycling systems wrong. It's throwing up a bunch of fault codes. And your actuators and control surfaces, when I looked at them, I want you to know I physically winced. Smooth flying is just beneath you, huh? Alright, let me finally get a look at you. Oh, wow. It's you. Yeah, you could say I recognize you. No, not from any posters or bulletins you're on. You might be a famous hotshot to others, but that isn't how I know you. Bring down the ego just a little bit there. Then what do I know you from? I think you can answer that. Wow, you actually don't recognize me. I'm a little offended. What is it? Do I got too much grease smeared on my face? Or is it my tan from so much time outdoors? Or do I just look so much prettier than when you last saw me? I'll give you a hint. You probably need to think farther back than you are right now in order to remember me. Before pilot school, before you hopped in the pilot seat, before you got that permanently cocky look on your face. Fine, here's another hint that might make it obvious. Maverick. Yeah, I can see now you remember that nickname. Your first call sign, before you had an official one. Bet you didn't think anyone remembered that, did you? Gee, in order for me to remember that totally embarrassing childhood nickname, I'd have to be... That's right. Your best friend from when we were kids. It's me, Erin. Now you remember, that's right. You weren't the only one to follow your childhood dreams and work in aviation. It's a real shame how we got separated after high school. You went off to your training, and I took a while longer, but I got into the mechanics program. In fact, turns out I'm pretty good at this whole aircraft machinery thing. But I'm sure you're pretty good too, when you're not shredding your plane from reckless flying. What do you look so surprised for? My schooling just took a bit longer, but I got there. Don't worry, I won't tell any of your super cool squadron about any of the totally embarrassing stories I know about you from childhood. Like how you started calling yourself Maverick after having watched a few too many flying movies. Remember how you used to strut around with your shades and your big jacket, posing and trying to look all mysterious? Oh, don't be shy about it. It was cute. You always knew what you wanted to be. I admired that about you. Even if, you look totally dorky while doing it. But hey, you've grown into the look. It works for you now. I mean, you're trying a bit hard, but what pilot doesn't, right? I bet you get all the girls now who weren't so impressed when we were younger. Oh, I could tell a lot of stories about your failed attempts to pick up chicks. I bet it would be enough to get you a different call sign altogether. I won't tell, I won't, I promise. Your secret past is safe with me. At least until I get drunk enough at the local bar to have loose lips. Well, I guess you'll just have to stick close to me to keep these lips of mine shut, if you care about your precious reputation so much. But I guarantee you, all the pilots you fly with have embarrassing pasts too. You can't be the only one. Oh, great. No, don't look. Just keep your attention on me, and I'll keep mine on you, and they'll get the hint and pass us by. I hate when they come bother me while I'm working. Stupid fan club. I just want to focus on repairs and other work I have to do. I don't want to spend all day listening to their squeaking. It's humiliating. I'm just another mechanic here in the hangar, people. Huh? You don't know why I have a fan club? You really have your head in the clouds, don't you? I know you pilots are only focused on yourselves, but I thought you might have at least heard of the work I've done. Yeah, I'm kind of accidentally famous. I didn't want all the attention, I swear. It's not my fault I can diagnose and fix literally any mechanical problem. It started in school. I was a natural. They said I had a sixth sense for repairs. Other students started coming to me, and then I was given a good position right out of graduation. Now here, everyone comes to me with their fixes. No matter what it is, I do it best. This is me being humble, I swear. I don't know what it is about my brain. I just know everything about how these aircraft work, from the tip to the engines. In fact, I kinda may have possibly built my own prototype aircraft that's currently going into production. Yeah, seriously. It's called the PWMK-1. Really, it's just a few small improvements over what you fly. A bit faster, lighter weight, more responsive, more durable, better sensor suite, safer pilot experience, and more. But well, who's keeping track? It was just supposed to be a little side project, some engineering theory crafting to work on in my spare time. But then a superior saw my designs for it, asked about it. Then it just kept getting passed up the chain of command. And now they're actually producing a prototype for someone to fly. Every single pilot besides you has come up to bother me about it. You must seriously be oblivious if you haven't heard the chatter about it already. You're getting that gleam in your eye. That same gleam you did when we were kids. You want this, don't you? Just like all the rest. Yeah, I do get a say in who flies my prototype. Maybe not final say, but I can probably still influence things to some degree. And here comes the begging. Just like when we were kids and I had something you wanted. You really haven't changed much, have you? Still the same wide-eyed kid who wants to go fast and break things at heart. I don't know. You think you deserve to fly my precious one-of-a-kind baby? Really? Because I gotta say, so far, I'm not impressed with how you care for your aircraft. I mean, do you want me to list again all the things I found wrong with your jet? Because I certainly can if it would help it stick. You handle this poor thing like it's going to be decommissioned tomorrow. And your cockpit? Do you think I want my prototype smeared with food and littered with wrappers? The stick all greasy from your fingers? Do you live like that? Or do you only treat government property with such contempt? We'll see if I'll let you fly my MK1. Maybe I'll give you an opportunity to shape up and show me you can handle treating such a valuable machine with the respect it deserves. Next time you park in this hangar, I want to see some improvements. Like the legendary repair work I do actually being appreciated and not having to be done entirely over again. I know some wear and tear happens, but you can do better than this. When can you fly again? Are you really asking me that? I'm only halfway done with your repairs, and every minute you're distracting me is another minute I'm not working on it. Eager. I didn't say I wanted you to stop bugging me. We should catch up, reconnect with each other. It's been too long. I want to hear the stories of all your brave missions into enemy territory, all your close calls and crashes, and I can tell you more about what I've been up to, since you haven't heard about it before. Well, you can hear all about my MK1 until you're drooling over it as much as the other pilots do. I should finish my work, though. You've given me quite a lot to clean up. Oh, what's that look for? Afraid I'm going to tease you more? Or do you think you're too busy and important to hang out with an old friend? You know, I could be a gremlin if I wanted to be. You do know about gremlins, don't you? Mischievous little spirits that disrupt a craft's mechanisms, making every system go on the fritz at the worst possible moment. If you don't agree to go out with me, it might be that I just refuse to tighten a bolt here, leave a wing panel shaky there. Trust me, your mechanic is the last person you want on your bad side. I learned a thing or two about being a little stinker from my mom. You remember my parents, right? My mom still acts all aloof and mean to my dad, but deep down, they are the most loving couple I know. Still, I learned from her how to apply some pressure to get what I want. Oh, you don't think I would dare? You wanna bet? I don't think you want to take that risk, as small as it might be. It's true, I do have my legendary reputation as a master repairer to maintain, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't just to mess with my old best friend. Or maybe I'll mess with you without putting you in danger. There's lots of ways I could think to do that. Like changing your radio so it only plays my favorite songs, or replacing your seat with a plank of wood, or painting myself as a pin-up girl on the nose of your jet. Oh, you're blushing. What's the matter? Would you like seeing that every time you go out flying? Or is it that it would make you jealous for all your wingmates to see? Or maybe you like the idea of me being your decal girl, and you just don't want to admit it. Either way, I don't mind. But if you don't want any of those things to happen, don't risk it and just go out with me tonight. I want to see you again. I want us to be best friends again and goof around with each other just like we used to. Now we can work and play together. You bring in your aircraft, I'll fix it for you, and it'll just be like the old days where we spent hours together. Maverick and Aaron. I think I'm convincing you. Go ahead and tell yourself it's only so I don't mess with your jet. Totally believable. I saw the way you were looking at me before you realized who I was. Go ahead and wait for me in the lounge. I got a few things to finish up before this baby's ready to take to the air again. And spend that time thinking about how you're going to wow me tonight. I promise you, once I shower all the sweat and grease off, I clean up pretty nicely. See you around then, pilot.